afternoon, Pokesports. On to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video, bringing you a HITMONTOP team. Now, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill HITMONTOP team, and yes, it might be exactly what you think it is. It's the HITMONTOP Bullet Punch into Grimmsnarl Weakness Policy Pickpocket taking the Life Orb. Now you got a +2 Grimmy that Dynamaxes with the Life Orb. So, I know we've done this before. I know you've probably seen this before, but it's been a while since I think a lot of people have tried it. We did play with Weakness Policy Grim a couple days back, and you guys really love that video, so why not do it twice, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We have a completely different method, a completely different option for setting up a Gmax Grimmsnarl. And what's really cool about this team is that there's a lot of different intermingling parts, right? We do have coaching with the Zamazenta, plus a physical white herb Reshiram. So if the HITMONTOP isn't the play for us, we could just Dynamax a Reshiram, go for the coaching, start setting up, and then hit things like a truck. Reshiram's physical attack is actually nothing to laugh at, right? I mean, it does have more special attack, but its physical attack and its physical move pool is still very strong. Another very interesting Pokemon that we're going to get to see on today's team is going to be the Togekiss and the Thunderous Therian, which is another Pokemon that we don't see too often. Thunderous Therian is there just to kind of help us deal with Regieleki. Togekiss is there just to help with the redirection in general. And yeah, that's the team. A lot of different moving parts. This team is by DJMalice. Did leave this on the Discord. Thank you so much for making this team public and giving me the opportunity to play it, right? I'm super excited to try this out, of course. And I'm sure you guys are excited to see what HITMONTOP can do in today's video. I know you're really excited to see what Grimmsnarl can do in today's video as well when we Dynamax it. But yeah, if you are excited, hit the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to today's battles. Okay, Luna Dawn to start the day. Thankfully, Reshiram can have a pretty decent matchup into Luna Dawn, if we're gonna be honest. Oh wait, this could be my chance. Hold on. What if we do Togekiss Reshiram right away? Now I know that we're not doing the whole Grimmsnarl strategy. I'm sure we'll get time later on in the video to do it. We can bring HITMONTOP here because Wide Guard can go pretty hard. But if we do Togekiss Reshi, we can redirect and Dragon Dance because it is a physical Reshiram. HITMONTOP, and what else though? I guess Zamazenta is the option. Yeah, Zamazenta is still nice into their Dynamaxes. I do get the double damage with the Behemoth Bash. Also, a secondary Wide Guard user in case I lose my first one. Now, this does mean that I'm putting a lot of eggs in my Reshiram basket. Essentially, Reshiram is the only Pokemon on my team that does damage, yeah. That doesn't sound like a great thing. But let's see where we go from here. Lunala Grimmsnarl is going to be their lead of choice. You know what this says to me? This says, Kevin, you can Dragon Dance, but it's probably not a great option. Because I don't think that it's a great option right now. I could go for the Mystical Fire into the Lunala. Followed by a straight Dynamax. I don't want to Dragon Dance because they have the option of Trick Rooming, but they also look like they might just Meteor Beam here. How about this? We're gonna Mystical Fire the Lunala anyway. We're gonna break the Shadow Shield there. Actually, hold on. I don't really know speed tiers. Well, I'm pretty sure Reshiram will outspeed Togekiss, so I should go for the Max Flare onto Grim. Just so I can break Shadow Shield onto Lunala and then deal with Lunala next turn. We're going to Dynamax, so that means they're either not Dynamaxing or they're min speed. The Lunala lead is a little bit spooky for us. I'm just hoping that they think that they need to deal with my Togekiss now rather than later, right? Like, I really want them to just be like, hey, screw it, I'm going to Meteor Beam him now. Light screen. Okay, makes sense. Priority. That's how that works. Now I'm going next. That could still just be a speed tier thing. That's still hilarious damage because they think that I am special, but I'm not. I'm sure that'll give it away though, right? They do just Meteor. Okay, good. That's really good. That's really, really good. Now go for the Reshiram. Go for the Reshiram, thinking I was going to follow me anyway, because I didn't, and I don't care. They do get the +1 here. They do get the Meteor Beam, but thankfully it's non-stab. They do go for the Reshi. It's going to do a lot of damage to me. Exactly half, actually. But we break the Shadow Shield, which is the important thing. Now that we chip the Shadow Shield, I think that we are in a very good position. Now we can click Helping Hand. Now we can click Max Flare. Now we can eliminate Lunala from the game. This Lunala will not exist for the rest of the game. That means their opportunity to Trick Room will also not exist for the rest of the game. Now, the reason I'm Helping Handing here is in case they realize that that was way too much damage and they set up Reflect also. Nope, they don't. Is this Lagging Tail? Okay, good. So that only works next turn, thankfully. So I will still eliminate the Lunala here. Good riddance. Nice. All right, so since we have Lagging Tail, I guess we're going to have to click Follow Me for the rest of the game. Which isn't the end of the world. It is a little annoying, though. They bring out the Groudon here. In this case, I'm actually going to Heart Swap, go into Hitmontop, get the Intimidate off. And they're going to go for Precipice because Follow Me is an obvious option. Do I live a Precipice? A -1 Precipice? I honestly think I might. I'm going to try. This is really risky, by the way. I'm just going to try to see if I get the -1 going. And if the -1 is enough to help me live this. Now, if they are also White Herb, then I'm screwed. But we'll see in a second. It doesn't look like they're Dynamaxing. At least not yet. I hope they're not. There's the White Herb there. Okay, good. No way, dude. You would have just let me follow me? That's so wild. I could have just clicked follow me. They're just gonna let me do that. I gotta stop, like... No, wait. They go for a Quake here. Okay, they realize that I'm physical now. No way they go for a Quake, right? Okay, good. They go for the Rockfall. Into the Reshi, but I do live that, though. I guess the Rockfall was their safest play. For what it's worth. Fair, I get it. Unfortunately, though, we're going to give him Sun back, but that does 0 damage. Literal 0. Oh, I'm screwed. I am so screwed. What do I even do now? I gotta hard swap out this Reshi. I can't keep this Reshi on the field like this. Granted, what does the Reshi even do anymore, right? Okay, I'm gonna Bullet Punch Grim. And I'm gonna fly out of desperation into the Groudon. I'm gonna at least make a miss, right? Solid turn to their Dynamax, make a miss. Oh no, because I have Lagging Tail anyway. I have to let Reshi go down. I don't have a safe... I guess I could switch into my Togekiss, but they're going for Rock Falls now. Alright, we'll see where this goes. Bullet Punch with Life Orb might be enough to knock out. Almost. It's close. They're gonna trick the what? They're taking my Life Orb. Okay. You could have it, I guess. And this is why I didn't go for the swap into Togekiss. I just have to let the Reshi go down. Alright, they took away my Life Orb, but now they're gonna die to Sand, so that's kind of fine. This Groudon's a problem, not gonna lie. It's definitely not an easy issue that I have to deal with. I think it's not like over yet. I think I go into Togekiss and I protect. And I think I keep Intimidate swapping on the Sidemon here. They have Venusaur. Okay, but Venusaur is slow Venusaur right now. Thankfully. Yeah, I have to keep Intimidate swapping with the Sidemon. So I'm gonna bring in the Zamazenta. I'm just gonna protect here. If Groudon wants to set Weather Up, it's gonna have to flare me. Oh boy, this is a little stressful. The good news is, with Wide Guard on 2 of my Pokemon in the back, the Groudon is gonna be very mitigated for damage. It looks like they have Rock Slide and Quake, most likely, being the Precipice Blades. That's 2 spread moves. If I could have one Pokemon that constantly clicks Wide Guard until the end of game, I might still have a chance here. So I want to make sure I preserve as many of those as possible. The Groudon's also locked to -1. It's not over yet, right? It's definitely not looking good when we have 3 Pokemon that all don't do damage, but it's not over, which is the key fact here. Now, please don't put Zamazenta to sleep is the other key fact. I really need this thing to stay awake. Okay, good. They went into Togekiss. Oh, amazing. Absolutely wonderful. Flare into the Zenta. But thankfully, we do have a lot of defensive stats, and they are -1 as well. And the light screen wears off, which is convenient. For only my Togekiss and nobody else. They're gonna try to now put everything to sleep. And I have to try to now Behemoth the Venusaur and follow me. Are they gonna try to put the Zenta to sleep? Absolutely, right? So I have to follow me the sleep here. Or I do this. What if I just go Hitmontop on the Zenta spot? No, that's not what I wanted. I Hitmontopped on the Togekiss spot. Well, the Intimidate isn't going to be bad. It's just not what I wanted. Weakening the Groudon is good, right? I just wanted the Hitmontop on the Zamazenta spot. Oh, they just go for Earth Power. I don't like that amount of damage, but I'll take it at this point. Here's a Behemoth Bash. Hopefully it tastes good. Now this should bring it down to its Sash, and I can fake it out next turn. Good riddance. Close enough to Sash. That's definitely enough so that fake out can knock it out. Oh, crit might matter a lot. I'll tell you that. Oh, it's Stone Edge. But we eat that for breakfast. Okay, it sucks that it's Stone Edge because we can't wide guard it. But it's also not the end of the world here. Now we go for the Behemoth into the Groudon spot. And now we fake out into the Venu spot. Just to eliminate it from the game. That crit was really lucky before, I'm not going to lie. Oh, I would not have been able to knock out that Venusaur. At least not this turn if that crit wasn't present. So sometimes you got to say thank you, Hacks Gods. I really appreciate you. And good job, Hitmontop. All right, big Behemoth Bash into this Groudon. It's doing no damage, but I think the Reflect should be running out eventually. They go for the P-Blades here. They're going to miss on Zenta. Huge. As long as I keep one wide guarder alive, I'm fine. And they're not doing any damage here anyway. Reflect does also wear off. Beautiful. Okay. Now is when I could just sit here, click Behemoth Blade, and click wide guard. Do I have to? Yeah, they might not think I have it because I haven't clicked it yet once this game, right? So I will click wide guard just in case for some reason they think I don't have it and they click P-Blades. Here's the B-Bash into the big old scary land monster. See how much damage you do outside of Reflect? Still nothing. This Pokemon is dumb. Groudon is dumb. Delete it from the game. They do go for the P-Blades thinking that I don't have it. Beautiful. So now I'm not going to wide guard this next turn because that's exactly what they think I'm going to do. I'm just going to B-Bash again into the Groudon. Hard swap into the Togekiss because this also gives me another Intimidate cycle, which is what's really important here. Is just weakening this Groudon. I can't believe I'm actually like finishing off the game with 3 no damage Pokemon. Because like in all honesty, these Pokemon are not meant to do any damage here. I really put all the eggs into the Reshiram basket, and thankfully it's not biting me in the butt yet. All right, another B-Bash into the Groudon. I think that Zamazenta has the better design than Zacian, also the better shiny than Zacian. Can we all agree or disagree in the comment section? Let me know what you think. Groudon's now 1 HP. They do go for the P-Blades again. Okay, I guess they just called my bluff here. Big damage on Zama, not gonna be enough to KO. That should be game. The sun's gonna fade, not gonna matter. Just a straight up B-Bash into, I guess, let's Helping Hand for fun. We'll throw in a little bit of Togekiss support in there. Togekiss helping its friends out. Gets to show off a little bit, have a little bit of a longer animation, make my opponent wait a little bit longer. Battle was canceled, as it should be. GG's, we're taking a dub with Hitmontop. Now, we didn't get to use Grim and Hitmontop. I think we're going to try to in the next battle, though. Oh, no, it's the Oranguru plus Calyrex thing, but I don't think there's any explosion here. Missed the explosion. Hold on, there is an explosion. It's just a lot worse than the other ones, ain't it? Isn't Misty Explosion, like, not that great? It's definitely not good if we do lead Grim and Hitmontop, though. That's one thing that I can't say for sure. Meh, let's do it anyway. Grim, Hitmontop, gonna be our lead. Reshiram in the back, followed by maybe Zamazenta just right away. I think that's our best option no matter what we do here. Yeah. Thundurus could help a little bit for their electric weaknesses. Also could give us like a electric terrain on the field. But if they're bringing the Finny, are they gonna bring the Amoonguss? I don't think so. I think they're just gonna go for the brainless play. They saw this team somewhere online. They want to do the funny thing that it does. So they're probably just going to go ahead, lead with what? Redirection plus explosion. So it would be Amoonguss plus Finny. No. Not at all what I thought it was gonna be. I'll be honest, not at all what I thought it was gonna be. Now, this isn't awful. It's not phenomenal, but it's also not awful, right? Now, what are the odds that this is a weakness policy on the Oranguru? Not weakness policy, Focus Sash. Because if it is Focus Sash on the Oranguru, we might have a little bit of an issue. But if it's not, we don't. Because I do still want to Gmax Spooky. Go for the Gmax Spooky. And I kind of do still want to fake out that spot. I know it can't get... I know that it can't get flinched because of inner focus. The reason I want to fake it out is to break a potential sash if it is there. And I also want to outspeed the Incense fake out because Hitmontop should be naturally outspeeding Incense fake out here. So that's a thought process. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing it. So no one yell at me in the comment section, oh my god, Kevin forgot about inner focus. I didn't. I'm just preparing for a sash. That's it. Because if they have sash, they get Trick Room up. Now, I also need this to KO. I have no idea if Gmax Snooze is going to KO. I am at -1, but I am also max invested, and Grimmsnarl's physical attack is ridiculously high. So I think I still got it. And I'm Life Orb on my fake out, which is something, right? Let's see, the fake out into the Oranguru. This won't flinch it. I know, that is no damage. That might be max HP, max defense. They faked out into my Grim, so they didn't expect me to Dynamax here. So I could have gone for like a close combat. That would have done a lot more damage into the Oranguru. It lived at 1, actually. Well, that's bad. Well, not really. Because Grim's kind of slow-ish, right? Well, now I'm going to keep them on the field because, like, what do I got to lose? I'm just going to go for the Gmax Starfall into the Instant spot, followed by the Bullet Punch into the Grim spot. I do have Wide Guard and stuff, so if the Ogre does come on the field, I can still deal with it relatively well. I'm pretty sure they also weren't expecting my Grim to Dynamax here. Probably should have Bullet Punched the Oranguru just to knock it off the field. But at the same time, am I honestly that concerned about it right now? Not this turn. Maybe next turn. They just hard swap there. That's risky. That is very risky, my friend. Into Cali? Only a dark move there. That would have been amazing. But all right. Whatever. Here's a Bullet Punch. There's a weakness policy. I now have Life Orb. You're still a little Calyrex, dude. You're not going to appreciate this. I'm at +1 now. +1 with Life Orb plus Stab plus base 130 move. You're gonna dislike this, buddy. Oh, they procced weakness policy anyway. That's fine. If they were gonna proc weakness policy anyway, might as well get it out of the way, right? Ooh, if only I had max darkness there. I was thinking about it just for this news, but you know, I guess I'll take this. You don't appreciate that, my friend. Hilarious. Honestly, hilarious. They're not going to Dynamax that now. There is no chance in all heck that they're going to Dynamax that Pokemon right now. So they're just going to sit here and they're going to click Glacial Lance. So what I'm going to do is sit here and click Wide Guard. All I got to do is click Gmax Snooze into this spot and click Wide Guard. And I should be A-okay. If they Dynamax that Pokemon right now, I quit Pokemon. It makes no sense to Dynamax a 1 HP Pokemon. Especially after you just saw me using Bullet Punch, right? Granted, the Bullet Punch probably won't knock out if they do Dynamax, but I think at this point, they just got to let it go. They got to let it go. They got Dynamax the Ogre they have in the back. So you know they have an Ogre in the back. Okay, at least they're thinking here. They're definitely concerned. That's a fact. Also, just realized I went for Gmax news in Misty Terrain. Doesn't matter. I'm just doing it for the damage. All right, here's my wide guard. They didn't Dynamax, so that's a great news. They're just going to click Glacial Lance here. All right, cool. Thankfully, I wasn't born yesterday. Here's a Glacial Lance. Into the wide guard, not going to happen. But now they did see the wide guard, so they're not going to... They're going to Dynamax Ogre right away. Oh, you're going to do it twice? Glacial Lance Instruct. Maybe next time, buddy. Maybe next time. Not this time, though. Oh, that is so hilarious. Here's a snooze. Enjoy. Okay, well, we got one of the restricteds out of the way. This is still an issue because, yes, we are stalling the Trick Room turns, but at the same time, we are out of Dynamax options, and they still have their Dynamax options, right? Which we have to be a little concerned about. We can't just overlook that fact that they do still have a Dynamax, and we just don't. I would have loved to hit a max overgrowth on that Ogre, but hey, it is what it is. I guess a Power Whip will have to do. Yeah, there's the Ogre. Now they're gonna Dynamax, so there's just no point. And, but I think I underspeed Ogre in Trick Room, right? I don't actually know the exact sets here because I didn't receive a Pokepace with this team. How fast are we? Hitmontop is around 91. Grim is 110. So if they are min speed Ogre, they go down to 85. So it is possible that they do outspeed us in Trick Room, but underspeed us elsewhere. I think my smartest option here is to protect. Oh, but then they get the instant on the field. Yeah. It's a little complicated turn here. I'm just gonna have to Power Whip and Bullet Punch the other guy. I almost ran out of time, but it's fine. We had 1 second left. They don't Dynamax. They were about to... I could have wide guarded twice. My opponent just played me. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I just got played, and I got played hard by that one Ogre. Now, it is a Slogre, though. So once the Trick Room undoes itself, should be okay. Now, are they Dynamaxing Instant or Dynamaxing Ogre? They have to be Dynamaxing Ogre, right? That's the only way they're going to deal with my Reshi. But I don't know how I'm dealing with Ogre now, to be entirely honest. That is wild that they didn't Dynamax Ogre there. All right, they do get the Intimidate off, but thankfully our White Herb should help us here. Wait, where's my White Herb? White Herb's gone? There it is. Cool. Oh, this is bad. This is not good at all. This is in fact the opposite of good. Oh, we had such a good turn. There's no way they don't Dynamax again, right? Like I could just click Wide Guard, but like, how much are they baiting me right now? I'm gonna click Snarl. Is the Trick Room not up yet? Now, you know what was the real tragic thing? Was that stupid Oranguru living at 1 HP. This game would have been so easy if that Oranguru didn't exist. If that Oranguru was just not in this game and didn't live at 1 HP, we would have been having the time of our lives. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Let's see if we can actually maybe come back from this. No, they just spout again. I have the answer to win. I'm just not clicking it. That's it. That's all that's happening. Is I'm not clicking the win move. That's the problem, apparently. I'm just getting played super hard here. Are they like choice locked? No, I doubt it. That would have killed me if they were choice locked. I don't know what their game plan is here. Twisted Dimensions do return to normal now. Like, part of me just wants to click it now. But at the same time, I think it's game. Unless they think they Dynamaxed already and they didn't. Did they Dynamax? No, they never did. Man, at this point, screw it. I'm going to click it. Maybe they just keep water spouting. No, now they Dynamax. My opponent is tilting the heck out of me here. They're either very bad or very good. I can't tell which it is. I can't tell which one. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think this is definitely their game though. There's just no way that we come back from this. Just the amount of opportunities we had to click wide guard and we just didn't is hilarious. And when we finally do click wide guard is when they Dynamax. Oh my goodness. It's decent damage onto Instant. I might even get a flinch here if I'm lucky. I do. But they're is going to click a button and I'm going to get deleted here. Even at -1, I think 17 HP. That's killing me. I'm surprised that I did live that though, by the way. That's pretty impressive. The only chance that I have left is none. But I will stick in here. Stick it through. Let's see if I can knock out an Instant. Right? Oh, no, I can't because I don't have a fighting move. Oh. Meow. Just meow. Big Snarl, baby. GG's to my opponent. Like I said, either they play this very poorly or very intelligently. But either way, they took me out. And I got nothing to say. They took me out. They EV'd the Oranguru to live. A Gmax snooze from a Grimmsnarl at -1. And they also know how to play against wide guard. Hey, I give credit where credit's due. They deserve some credit there. GG's. Oh, that's a Tyranitar. Tyranitar double steel type. Lele, Rotom, Heat. We're seeing some strange things on the ladder tonight. That's a fact. Okay, well, Hitmontop does really well into T-Tar, not gonna lie. Hitmontop does really well into the majority of their team. Actually, Hitmontop plus Grimmsnarl goes pretty darn hard here. Huh. Zamazenta has to come in the back, too. And Reshiram. Like, that's just the easiest decision I've ever had to make in my life. We're gonna need the Reshiram to deal with their Solgaleo. Assuming that we can't deal with it with our Grimmsnarl, which I think we honestly might be able to. Like, a Life 4 +2 Grimmsnarl should be able to obliterate a Solgaleo. So if we're able to get that opportunity to do that, fine, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it, right? Now, at the same time, we have to worry about the Solgaleo smacking our Grimm in the face, because if it is a max speed Solgaleo, our Grimm's just going to fall. Because the only issue with Grimm is that it's kind of slow. It's kind of real slow. It's kind of the slowest thing ever. Not really. But it's definitely not fast. So maybe the one thing I would change about this team is like, hey, maybe we need a Trick Room option. Just in case. I mean, we already have the Follow Me redirection here. Okay, they go Solgaleo and Lele. We go Hitmontop and Grimmy. Ah, this is terrifying. There's Psychic Seed. I really don't want a Grimmy on the field right now. Because in all reality, because look at this. This is terrifying. This is absolutely terrifying. I think I just... Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think I'm protecting. And I think I am heart swapping here into my Zamazenta. Because then once my Grimm inevitably dies, I can bring in Reshiram and then start coaching and then play the Reshiram game. Reshiram can deal with these two Pokemon a lot better than the Grimmsnarl can. And I do want to preserve the Hitmontop in case they did bring the T-Tar in the back. It would help me fight that a little bit. Now, the Zamazenta does give me a way of knocking out this Finny, which is nice. Not Finny, Lele. Excuse me. I never see Lele. I will forget its name a billion times in this battle. They are going to Dynamax the Soul here. Okay, so they're going to prick my weakness policy for what it's worth. I think the next turn just has to be focused on taking down the Finny. I said Finny again. It's a Lele. Taking down the Lele. And then once we get rid of the Lele, this game will be a little bit easier. We'll actually see what they decide to do here. I'm going to protect here. The protect here should let them know that my Grimm is up to something. They do just go for a straight Steel Spike into my Grimm spot, as they should, right? It's never the bad play for them. Now, the fact that they're raising their defense does really suck, though. Because my whole team is physical, unfortunately. They did give me a weakness policy, though, so I guess I'll take it. So who do I Pickpocket from? Who do I take? Astonish. Oh. Well, you forgot to make your Lele faster than your Solgaleo friend. But I see what you did there. Interesting. I'm just going to throw chop. I don't think it's going to connect, but I'm just going to do it. And I'm going to B-Bash into the Lele. Hopefully knock it out. They did already show a Psychic Seed, so they don't have Sash. That's the one bad thing about the seeds is that you just know that they don't have Sash and you know exactly what their item is. This is a very tanky Lele now, though, because they did receive the +1 defense boost, and they have the +1 special defense boost from the seed. So who knows? I honestly don't know how this last battle is going to go, but it's not looking like it's in my favor right now. The one thing that I might have going for me is that I can stall out their Dynamax a little bit better than they can knock out my Pokemon. Granted, they're going to knock out my Grimm. They're going to hard swap that spot fine. Go into the what? Probably their own Zama. Their own Zama. I didn't have a better play here, though, so it's fine. Now, if they went for my Zama, then doesn't that mean we get a nice big old throw chop onto their side of the field? So I'll take it. It's either they knock out the Grimm, which is pretty much dead already, or they knock out my Zama. No, it looks like they're just steel spiking again. Fair. Into the Grimm, knock out the Grimm. Fine. Here's the issue, though. I have Reshi. Man. Yeah, I have to go into Reshi. I have to max guard. And then I have to stall their Dynamax. Does coaching go through max guard? I believe it does. That's like part of the reason why it's dumb. Or am I thinking of disguise? I don't know. It's one way to find out. I don't really have a better play anyway. So yeah, we're gonna coaching and max guard here. We're gonna try to stall out a turn from them. Get their Dynamax gone. Dynamax myself. Waste the turn of my own Dynamax, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. If they set up the +3, I'm gonna be sad, but I think they only set up the +2, which means that I can kind of even it out with my coaching. All right, big Reshi on the field. Now, hopefully they just focus the Reshi really hard here. 360 HP of my Reshi. Max guard followed by the... How? That's kind of scary. That means they're +3 now. Also, they just outsped me, so that's good to notice too. Okay, coaching does go through max guard. Beautiful. Awesome. Go for Reshi. Perfect. They went for Reshi. So now what we do is we blow up. And I mean blow up. Maybe not blow up. Because I don't know if I'm going to one-shot here, but I'm going to try. Max Flare into you, followed by coaching again. Now I'm going to... Now it's my turn to be stupid. It's my turn. Not yours, mine. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the... Zama can even do to me anymore. I think Zama has fulfilled its purpose for my opponent, and I think... Okay. I don't care. Fine. I think you were better off howling at that point, right? So I'm ignoring you this turn anyway. They go for EQ. Oh, that's why they did that. We're +2 defense, though. Yeah, we ate that up. That's fine. I don't even care. That was smart. Okay, fine. They EQ'd so they can protect themselves with the wire. Yeah, it makes sense. Goodbye, though. Good riddance. See you next year. Awesome. That's the problem eliminated. And now I have a problem of my own for my opponent. Right? Fine, you got rid of my Grimmsnarl. I got a second Dynamax option here, and that's my physical Reshiram. Now, I'm sure I could obliterate this Rotom. Don't think that matters. I honestly don't even want to look at that. I can Rockfall it right now if I want to. I'm going to keep the Zenta alive. Are they going to ally switch? Hold on. Should we try to call an ally switch here? I kind of want... I'm kind of going to flare the Rotom, calling an ally switch. Because I'm pretty sure that'll still do a lot of damage at +3 in the sun stab. Even if the Rotom stays on that spot, it'll still do a lot of damage. And if they do ally switch, I eliminate Zamazenta. It's a win-win. Either I do a billion damage or I eliminate Zamazenta. I don't lose. Ally switch, I dare you. They don't. They just B-bash. Wow. Okay. B-bash into the who, though? They do have... Oh, into the Reshi. Yeah, that doesn't do a lot, though. That's fine. Another coaching is now at +3. Max Flare in the sun onto Rotom. I think this actually might one-shot Rotom. All things considered. Actually hilarious. That is actually hilarious. I have nothing else to say, but that is hilarious. I could lose this battle right here. My day is made. Doesn't matter. That is honestly hilarious. Now they have their Finny here. Their Lele. Oh, I'm gonna keep doing it. Here comes the Lele. And they have Lele and Zamazenta as their final two. Unfortunately, they do get the Psychic Terrain up again, which means that my Hitmontop can't fake out if I wanted to go down that route. But hey, it is what it is. We should still be outspeeding with the Reshi because that Lele is apparently very slow. So all we have to do here is smack the Lele, I think. No, we don't need to. All we gotta do here is click Flare Blitz on you and click Behemoth Bash on the other one, right? And that should be game. There's no way a B-Bash knocks out my Reshi, I don't think, considering how much damage it did as a Dynamax. We can kind of assume that the Dynamax damage, since it gets doubled, should be about the same as the un-Dynamax damage. Another B-Bash coming from their Zamazenta into my... You never see Zamazenta, and we're fighting it in the same battle today. Into the Reshi. Reshi's going to eat that for breakfast. Not a single care in the world. Followed by my Zamazenta's Behemoth Bash. It's just Behemoth Bashes left and right into there. Finny. Lele. Oh. Sorry. I'm trying. Into the Lele. Isn't it be enough to knock out the Lele? Now all that's left is a Zamazenta sitting in front of us. And a +3 Flare Blitz. To eat your life out of your soul. Good riddance. Nice defense boost, bud. Anyway, Reshiram is taking another dub in today's episode, baby. And we're not dying. Nice. Very, very good games today. Let's go ahead and get you guys that rental code. And here you have the rental code for the HITMONTOP team. Honestly, I'm very happy with today's performance. I feel like I got to use pretty much every Pokemon at least a little bit, right? I was very impressed by a physical Reshiram. I'll be entirely honest. I'm super impressed by it. And I think coaching plus physical Reshiram is just absolutely hilarious. I was very impressed by HITMONTOP and Grimmsnarl and the Pickpocket weakness policy strategy thing that we had going on. Unfortunately, we didn't really get to get a win with it, right? But I did think that it did its job in the battle that it was in. We just didn't have the right Pokemon to deal with it. And we were also just not predicting our opponent correctly enough, right? We were playing a little bit risky. It turned out to bite us in the butt. But overall, I think the team performed very, very well. Thank you so much, DJMalice, for this team. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for making it public and posting on Discord. Like, I say this in pretty much every video, but the people that post on Discord and that give me rental codes are the life and blood of this channel. I can't do what I do unless you guys do what you do. And it's a great mutual relationship that we have going on. So thank you a lot, DJMalice, for taking that step and posting this on the rental codes Discord. But yeah, this team is super fun. It's a lot of fun. Grab the rental code if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Ken, Pokesports. Have a great night and peace out. Bye-bye.